So now let's come back to our data validation program and let's apply some of the tricks we've learned using methods, right? And so what's this task asking you to do? It's asking you to instead create a method called isAllAlpha that's going to take in the first name and it's going to return either true or false, right? If it is composed of all alphabet letters or not. So we're going to have to say public static void. I'm sorry, not void. It's going to be Boolean, right? Return true or false. This is a question. Is all alpha, and it's going to take in a string. Right? It's going to take in the string, the f name, and it's going to need to do whatever it does to check if it's all alpha and either return true or false if that is true or not. Right? So I'm coming over to here, and where is the code that is going to check if it's all alpha? Well, it's all of this here, right? So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, paste it right in there. Okay. I'm going to highlight this and press Shift Tab to move everything to the left one. Right? Shift Tab does that. And what do I need to change? Well, if this is true, then it's all alphabet letters, right? So I don't want to break anymore because I'm not in a loop, right? I move this block of code into is all alpha. So what I want to do here is that means the first name is good. So I'm going to go ahead and return true like that. And this else means I return false, right? So what am I doing? Now I have is all alpha, takes in a name, runs the algorithm, and it either returns true or false. So now how am I going to use it? Well, I can come over to here and I could say if is all alpha returns true, then I'm going to break, right? And then else I can go ahead and system.out.println error. And of course, this is just one way to get the job done, right? There's many ways to skin a cat. That's the beauty of code, is you can use these different tools and different combinations to get the job done. And it's like a fingerprint, or it's like a story. You know, if you make everybody write a story, not everybody's going to write the same story, right? Everybody's going to have a different story. So you use these tools in different ways, but this is just one way that you can get the job done. Okay. So if is all alpha, and I'm going to give it f name. Right. So if is all alpha returns true, I'm going to break out of this loop. Else, I'm going to print out an error. It's going to come back in. It's going to take in the first name again, right? Over and over and over again until this condition here is true, and it's going to break out of this while loop so that we can continue our program. Oh, and I guess I should show you that it actually works, right? So let me go ahead and compile. And I'm going to say Daniel, and it stops. Okay, I'm going to run it again. This time I'm going to say this with the number 3 in it, error, right? I'm going to put a symbol, error, and then I'm going to say Daniel, and it stops.